Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
He nicknamed himself Nostradamus, which means we give what is ours, we pass on our knowledge. Inspired Doctor and Clairvoyant, Michel de Nostredame, Part 1 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
No to vegan, 'cause you never like the right choice.
The days are looking up thanks to such compassionate vegan beings as you. Beloved viewers, I am Michel. The people of Gibraltar invite you to pray for all humans, to remember their true celestial nature and work together to create paradise on earth. We are delighted to have you join us for part 1 of the 2-part series entitled Inspired Doctor and Clairvoyant, Michel de Nostredame. Michel de Nostredame, better known as Nostradamus, was a widely read prophet during the Renaissance period. Scholars still relentlessly study his poetic prophecies in an effort to decipher humanity's future. Every time a momentous event occurs in our modern world, enthusiasts have referred to his works to find which prophecy had come true. To date, he is said to have accurately predicted such events as the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, the atomic bombs in Japan, the death of US President John F. Kennedy, the events of 9/11, and even the COVID-19 pandemic. But who was Michel de Nostredame, and why did he write so many prophecies? Let us recount his story to help us better understand his profound writings. Michel de Nostredame was born either on December 14th or 21st, 1503, in his great-grandfather's house on Rue de Barry, now Rue Hoche, in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence of the south of France. His parents, Régnière de Saint-Rémy and Jaume de Nostredame, had 6 children, amongst whom he was the eldest son. His father's family had originally been Jewish. Nostradamus' grandfather, Guy de Gassonnet, had converted to Catholicism a half-century earlier and changed the family name to Nostredame. While little is known of his childhood, Nostradamus was said to be a good-natured and highly intelligent young boy. Both his grandfathers were court physicians, and he learned extensively from his grandparents. Together, they taught him classical languages such as Latin, Greek, Hebrew, Jewish traditions, mathematics, the power of herbs, and the celestial sciences of astronomy. In those days, all physicians were trained in astronomy. Michel de Nostredame's talent in this field became known as he frequently conversed with his friends about celestial phenomena such as shooting stars and meteorites. In his youth, Nostradamus left his hometown to study in Avignon. He stayed with his aunt Marguerite, who was married to Pierre Joanny, a dyer. In his spare time, Nostradamus likely helped with the preparation of dyes, thus sparking an interest in alchemy. Nostradamus was said to have an almost divine memory and a cheerful, pleasant character. His classmates called him the young astrologer because he would point out and explain to them the celestial phenomena. Unfortunately, Nostradamus had to leave the university in Avignon after only 1 year, when he was around 18 years old. In 1521, he went directly to the University of Montpellier to begin his first medical studies. The chronicles of the time tell us the classes began around 6 o'clock in winter. The classrooms were never heated, but they were lined with straw to fend off the cold, and a simple candle was enough to light the room. After 3 years, Nostradamus received his bachelor's degree. From then on, he travelled extensively for nearly 5 years, journeying through Provence and the surrounding regions, practicing medicine. In each town he visited, he frequented the apothecary stores in search of all sorts of medicinal herbs. Jean-Aimé de Chavigny, the principal disciple of Nostradamus, wrote a brief discourse on the life of his teacher.
De là, en Avignon, il vaqua fort heureusement à la philosophie et la théorie de médecine dans l'université de Montpellier, jusqu'à ce qu'à l'occasion d'une pestilence qui survint au pays, prit la route de vers Narbonne, Toulouse, Bordeaux, auquel ville et cité, donnant ses premiers coups d'essai, tira premièrement fruit de ses labeurs, et lors il menoua l'an 22 de son âge. Ayant séjourné 4 ans en ces quartiers pratiquant la médecine, il lui sembla bon retourner à Montpellier pour se recuire et passer au doctorat.
Records show that on October 23, 1529, Michel de Nostredame was admitted to the Faculty of Medicine in Montpellier to earn his doctorate in medicine, and although sources do not agree on whether or not he ever graduated, his occupation in the following years of his life would lead one to believe that he actually did. He nicknamed himself Nostradamus, which means, "We give what is ours, we pass on our knowledge." Nostradamus was passionate about the study of medicinal plants. Moreover, botany was very much in vogue in Montpellier, and the city was renowned for its pharmacologists. Michel was thus able to perfect his knowledge of the medicinal virtues of leaves and flowers. Throughout his travels, he concentrated on courageously helping victims of the plague. He made smart use of his medical knowledge, his experience as an apothecary, and boundless devotion to treat patients. Michel de Nostredame was very innovative. While others treated victims with drastic measures, such as bloodletting, leeches, and mercury-based potions, Michel de Nostredame brilliantly concentrated on effective antiseptic procedures, including keeping his patients clean, ensuring a proper diet and ventilation, encouraging fresh air, and the removal of infected corpses from the city. He also created herbal treatments, one of which became known as the rose pill. Its main ingredient was rosehip, which is rich in vitamin C, and it provided some relief in mild cases. His cure rate was so good that he became quite famous for his novel, therapeutic approach.
God gave us dominion over animals to take care of them, not harm them. The Reverend Mobed Zarir Bendara, vegetarian.
Cherished viewers, let's take a moment to give thanks to doctors for their beneficial contributions to humanity. We'll be right back here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Inspired Doctor and Clairvoyant, Michel de Nostredame, Part 1 of 2. In the early 1530s, Nostradamus is said to have settled in Agen, France. There he met erudite physicians and apothecaries such as Julius Caesar Scaliger. During this period, they spent considerable time together in intellectual debate and were both highly esteemed by the Agen citizens. According to Nostradamus, this Italian Renaissance scholar was an incomparable character. Around 1534, Nostradamus married his first wife, Henriette d'Ancos. They had 2 children, a boy and a girl. However, he lost his young family early on, most likely due to another plague outbreak. Following this sad event, Michel de Nostredame travelled extensively, once again through both France and Italy, and some reports also mention Greece and Turkey. Somewhere along the way, it is said that Michel de Nostredame attended ancient mystical schools and experienced some type of psychic awakening. The first account of his psychic abilities occurred in the late 1530s while in Italy, when he met a group of Franciscan monks and addressed one of them as His Holiness, thus identifying him as a future pope. This particular monk, named Felice Peretti, was ordained Pope Sixtus V in 1585, 40 years after his meeting with Nostradamus, fulfilling Nostradamus's first known prediction. During a lecture in 1994, Supreme Master Ching Hai spoke about how Nostradamus attained his prophetic insights.
Lately, I happened to read a book, a disciple bought a book from Nostradamus, and the things about he predicted. Well, I'm not talking about his prediction now. I'm afraid to waste your time and the things you already know, unless you want to ask me. But I'm talking about his life as an individual now. He led a life of a very, very busy physician. All day long he has to take care of the people who were sick, and at his time there was big plagues and war even and all that. And he has a handful of work to do with very minimal medical substance. Yes, and equipment at that time. But even then, all day he took care of the patients. In the nighttime, he meditated. He would say he would sit all night and stare in a bowl of water or the black mirror, called black mirror. Probably he put a black mirror on it. Probably he looked at his black mirror here the way we do. That's how he saw things far away from his period of time even. And many things he saw has been proven accurate. Is that not so? I'm supposed to, according to the book I read. Also, he predicted the present savior of the world. Did you read this book? I read it in Vietnamese translation. It was very accurate. Very accurate.
With reverence, we pray that Nostradamus' life and predictions motivate humanity to turn to their innate benevolent nature and foster a more peaceful world today and in the future. For more information on Nostradamus, please visit maisondonostradamus.fr.
Making war? Don't you hear what the devils are saying to you? Ah, bravo! Welcome to our hellfire.
Noble viewers, thank you for your gracious presence today. Join us again on Sunday, April 10th for part 2 of Inspired Doctor and Clairvoyant Michel de Nostredame. Coming up next is the Shining World Award recipients, Compassion Towards People and Animal People in Need, part 2 of 2, right after Noteworthy News, here on Supreme Master Television. May heaven bless your lives with harmony and vibrancy.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/MOS.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/MOS.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/MOS.
Манай нэвтрүүлгүүд олон хэлээр гардаг. Зашлах хаяг suprememastertv.com/schedule болон suprememastertv.com/MOS